20 Hollywood black actors that live like they are poor then and now 2025. Welcome to our channel, Legends of Black Excellence. Today, we're diving into the fascinating lives of black celebrities who have chosen to live humbly, despite their incredible fame and fortune. You might think you know everything about these stars, but their stories will surprise you. From making bold career decisions to living modestly, these icons prove that true greatness isn't defined by wealth. Stay tuned to discover their inspiring journeys. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, born on August 24, 1973, is often hailed as one of the greatest comedians of his generation, but his life story goes far beyond the stage. At the height of his fame, Chappelle stunned the entertainment world by walking away from a $50 million contract for Chappelle's Show, prioritizing his mental health and personal peace over massive wealth. Rather than staying in Hollywood's relentless spotlight, he chose to move with his family to a quiet town in Ohio, far from the glitz and pressures of celebrity life. Living modestly by choice, Chappelle's lifestyle reflects deep values of authenticity, community, and self-preservation. Instead of surrounding himself with luxury mansions and extravagant cars, he enjoys a simple life, engaging with his neighbors and maintaining a grounded presence. Many who live near him have little idea of his immense success, as Chappelle prefers to blend into his community rather than stand apart. In interviews, he has candidly spoken about valuing inner peace over fame's empty promises. His comedy, often sharp and reflective, mirrors his real-life journey, balancing brilliance with humility. Chappelle's decision to step away from Hollywood at the peak of his career remains a powerful testament to the importance of self-worth over societal expectations. Terry Crews. Terry Crews, born on July 30, 1968, is widely known for his charismatic performances in shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and films like The Expendables. Yet beyond his larger-than-life public persona lies a story rooted in resilience, humility, and deliberate simplicity. Before achieving fame, Crews spent years struggling financially, facing rejection after rejection while trying to break into Hollywood. Those early hardships left a lasting impression, teaching him lessons about money that would shape his future. Despite his current success, Crews has consciously chosen a modest lifestyle. While he could easily indulge in luxury mansions and high-end cars like many of his peers, he focuses instead on living frugally and prioritizing long-term security for his family. In interviews, Crews has openly discussed his early financial mistakes and the discipline he learned as a result, emphasizing the importance of wise money management in an unpredictable industry. Crews views wealth not as a status symbol, but as a responsibility. His financial philosophy is grounded in respect for his past struggles, for the opportunities he now has, and for the future he wants to build for his loved ones. Rather than chasing material status, Crews invests in personal growth, family, and meaningful projects. Keegan-Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key, born on March 22, 1971, has made his mark as one of Hollywood's sharpest comedic talents, co-creating the groundbreaking sketch series Key and Peele. Yet despite his growing fame and success, Key has remained deeply committed to living a life focused on meaning rather than material excess. Unlike many in the entertainment industry who flaunt their wealth, Key has consciously chosen a lifestyle rooted in humility and service. Rather than spending lavishly on luxury cars or sprawling mansions, Key directs his energy toward causes that matter. Throughout his career, he has been actively involved in numerous charitable initiatives, supporting education, social justice, and community development. For Key, giving back is not a side project, it's an integral part of his life philosophy. He has often stated in interviews that personal fulfillment comes from connection, compassion, and contribution, not from material accumulation. Key's approach to fame is refreshingly grounded. Despite traveling the world and working with some of the industry's biggest names, he maintains a simple, low-key existence focused on personal growth and relationships. He values experiences over possessions, choosing to invest his time and resources into people and projects that align with his core values. Donald Glover. Donald Glover, born on September 25, 1983, is a rare talent who has conquered multiple worlds, comedy, music, acting, and directing, yet remains firmly grounded. Known both as the creator of Atlanta and as the musical force behind Childish Gambino, Glover's brilliance has never led him to pursue the excess often associated with Hollywood success. Instead, he has built a life that prioritizes creative freedom, authenticity, and simplicity over wealth and extravagance. Despite his acclaim, Glover lives modestly, choosing personal fulfillment over public displays of luxury. He avoids the sprawling mansions and fleets of exotic cars that often come with celebrity status. Instead, he focuses on his work, constantly pushing creative boundaries and telling stories that challenge societal norms. His refusal to be boxed in, whether by genre, style, or expectation, extends beyond his art to how he lives his life. In interviews, Glover has been open about his disdain for fame-driven culture. He often emphasizes that true success lies not in financial gain, but in maintaining artistic integrity and personal peace. Even as his star continues to rise, he remains committed to projects that are meaningful, innovative, and reflective of his diverse experiences. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, born on September 13, 1969, stands as one of Hollywood's most successful filmmakers, writers, and entrepreneurs. With a billion-dollar entertainment empire and ownership of one of the largest film studios in the United States, Perry's achievements are staggering. Yet despite his extraordinary wealth, he has remained remarkably grounded, carrying the lessons of his humble beginnings into every facet of his life. Raised in poverty and overcoming a difficult childhood marked by hardship and struggle, Perry's success story is built on perseverance and resilience. Those early experiences instilled in him a profound respect for financial discipline and a deep sense of responsibility toward his community. Unlike many in his position, Perry does not flaunt his wealth with extravagant displays. Instead, he quietly focuses on philanthropy, job creation, and empowering others, especially within the Black community. Rather than chasing luxury, Perry invests in building sustainable opportunities. His Atlanta-based Tyler Perry Studios stands as a symbol of independence and vision, offering countless jobs and redefining the industry landscape. Perry frequently donates to charities, funds scholarships, and supports individuals facing hardships, all without seeking publicity or accolades. Issa Rae. Issa Rae, born on January 12, 1985, has redefined what it means to succeed in Hollywood on her own terms. Best known for creating and starring in the groundbreaking series Insecure, Rae's sharp storytelling and authentic voice have made her a powerhouse in television and film. Yet even as her fame and influence have grown, she remains deeply committed to living a life centered on purpose rather than material wealth. Unlike many celebrities who gravitate toward extravagant lifestyles, Rae has deliberately kept her personal life simple and grounded. She has often emphasized that success, for her, isn't measured by flashy possessions or red carpet appearances, but by the impact she can create in her community. Instead of chasing luxury, Rae focuses on building opportunities for others, particularly uplifting Black creatives and entrepreneurs through initiatives like her media company, Hoorie. In interviews, Rae has spoken about the importance of maintaining authenticity and rejecting Hollywood's pressure to conform. Her humble approach to fame is reflected in how she chooses to spend her time and resources, prioritizing projects that matter over indulgence in status symbols. She continues to live modestly, investing in causes and communities that align with her values. Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson, born on December 21, 1948, is one of the most iconic and highest-grossing actors in Hollywood history. With a career spanning decades and starring roles in major franchises like Star Wars, The Avengers, and Pulp Fiction, Jackson could easily embrace an extravagant lifestyle. Yet, despite his enormous success, he has remained remarkably grounded, choosing a life centered around family, work, and personal integrity rather than excess. Raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Jackson's humble beginnings instilled in him a deep appreciation for hard work and discipline. Throughout his rise to global fame, he has consistently rejected the lure of celebrity extravagance. Rather than flaunting wealth, Jackson enjoys a relatively modest lifestyle, valuing privacy and genuine relationships over ostentatious displays. In interviews, Jackson has spoken candidly about his practical approach to life and career. He sees acting as a craft, not a platform for fame chasing, and remains deeply committed to improving with each role he takes. His enduring success comes not from seeking luxury but from a relentless dedication to excellence and a clear understanding that material wealth does not define personal worth. Off-screen, Jackson is known for his philanthropy and advocacy work, often supporting education, civil rights, and health initiatives. He uses his influence thoughtfully, choosing to give back rather than indulge. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington, born on December 28, 1954, is a name synonymous with excellence, discipline, and timeless influence in Hollywood. With multiple Academy Awards and a career spanning more than 4 decades, Washington could easily immerse himself in the luxuries that accompany fame. Yet he remains remarkably humble, guided not by wealth or celebrity, but by faith, family, and a commitment to meaningful work. Raised in a disciplined household by a Pentecostal minister father, Washington's upbringing taught him early that true success is built on service, character, and perseverance. Even as one of the most celebrated actors of his generation, he has chosen a life of modesty, avoiding the glitz and excess often associated with Hollywood stardom. He is rarely seen flaunting luxury, instead focusing on maintaining a quiet, private home life centered around his wife and children. Washington's faith plays a pivotal role in his choices. In interviews, he often speaks about how his Christian beliefs guide both his career decisions and personal life. Rather than chasing status or material symbols, he measures success by the lives he can touch and the positive legacy he can leave behind. His philanthropic efforts, particularly in education and mentorship, further highlight his commitment to lifting others as he rises. Octavia Spencer. Octavia Spencer, born on May 25, 1970, has become one of Hollywood's most respected and beloved actresses, winning an Academy Award and countless accolades for her performances. Yet, despite her immense success, Spencer remains a shining example of humility and grounded living. She has chosen a life focused not on luxury or status, but on purpose, gratitude, and giving back. Growing up in a large working-class family in Montgomery, Alabama, Spencer learned early the value of perseverance and modesty. Even as she climbed the heights of Hollywood fame with standout roles in films like The Help and Hidden Figures, she never lost sight of the principles that shaped her. Rather than indulging in extravagant mansions or lavish lifestyles, Spencer prefers a quieter, more private existence surrounded by family and close friends. In interviews, she often emphasizes that material possessions do not define success. Instead, Spencer values the freedom to choose meaningful projects and the ability to use her platform to uplift underrepresented voices. She is deeply committed to philanthropy, particularly initiatives that support education, diversity, and opportunities for marginalized communities. Spencer's approach to fame is refreshingly unpretentious. She avoids the endless spotlight and instead focuses her energy on creating lasting, positive change. Her career is a testament to the belief that true success lies not in wealth or visibility but in living authentically and purposefully. Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman, born on November 29, 1976, and passing on August 28, 2020, left a legacy that transcends Hollywood fame. Best known for his unforgettable portrayal of King T'Challa in Black Panther, Boseman became a global icon. Yet behind the blockbuster success, he lived a remarkably private and humble life, far removed from the extravagance often associated with stardom. Raised in a working-class family in South Carolina, Boseman carried his roots with quiet pride throughout his meteoric career. Despite his rapid rise to fame, he avoided flashy displays of wealth, choosing instead a lifestyle centered around family, close friends, and meaningful work. He remained deeply focused on his craft, determined to bring dignity and authenticity to every character he portrayed. Throughout his battle with cancer, which he kept private from the public, Boseman demonstrated extraordinary resilience and professionalism, continuing to work on physically demanding projects without seeking sympathy or attention. His strength during this period is a testament to his unwavering commitment to his art and the people he hoped to inspire. Boseman's philanthropic efforts also spoke volumes about his character. He frequently gave back to his community, supporting initiatives for education, health, and opportunities for underprivileged youth, all while shunning the spotlight that often comes with such generosity. Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, born on February 9, 1987, has risen to become one of Hollywood's most dynamic leading men, captivating audiences in films like Creed and Black Panther. Despite his rapid ascent to stardom, Jordan remains refreshingly grounded, choosing to focus on building a lasting legacy rather than indulging in the fleeting glamour of fame. Raised in Newark, New Jersey, Jordan grew up understanding the importance of hard work and perseverance. Even as his career flourished, he resisted the temptation to chase material excess. Instead of flaunting wealth through extravagant purchases, he has consistently prioritized investing in meaningful projects and nurturing his craft. His choices reflect a deep understanding that true success lies in creating impact rather than accumulating possessions. In interviews, Jordan often emphasizes his commitment to storytelling that uplifts and inspires. Through his production company, Outlier Society, he has championed diversity and inclusion, ensuring that underrepresented voices find a platform in Hollywood. His focus on intentional growth, both personally and professionally, sets him apart in an industry often consumed by image and status. Michael B. Jordan's life off-screen mirrors his on-screen discipline and intensity. He dedicates himself to philanthropy, supports social justice initiatives, and remains connected to the community that shaped him. Rather than allowing fame to define him, he uses his influence to empower others and create lasting change. Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o, born on March 1, 1983, has become an international icon celebrated for her powerful performances in films like 12 Years a Slave and Black Panther. Despite achieving global stardom and winning an Academy Award early in her career, Nyong'o remains remarkably humble, grounded by a strong sense of identity and purpose rather than the trappings of fame. Raised in Kenya and Mexico within a politically active family, Nyong'o grew up valuing education, social justice, and authenticity. These early influences shaped her worldview and continue to inform her approach to fame and success. Unlike many stars who chase luxury, Nyong'o leads a simple, meaningful life, often focusing her energy on advocacy and cultural preservation rather than material excess. Nyong'o has been vocal about the importance of representation, diversity, and social change. She uses her platform not just for personal advancement but to amplify important causes, especially issues surrounding race, beauty standards, and women's empowerment. She often returns to Kenya, staying connected to her roots and supporting initiatives that promote African arts and education. Her elegance on the red carpet is matched by her modesty off it. Nyong'o avoids flaunting wealth, instead dedicating herself to projects that resonate deeply with her values. She prioritizes meaningful work and personal authenticity over external validation or material status. Viola Davis. Viola Davis, born on August 11, 1965, stands among the most decorated actors in Hollywood, having achieved the rare honor of winning an Academy Award, an Emmy, and a Tony. Yet, despite her extraordinary success, Davis has never lost sight of her humble beginnings. Growing up in poverty in Central Falls, Rhode Island, she faced hardships that deeply shaped her outlook on life and success. Rather than being seduced by fame and fortune, Davis remains firmly grounded in the values she learned early on: resilience, humility, and a commitment to using her platform for greater good. She has openly shared her experiences with poverty and discrimination, emphasizing that the struggles of her past are not sources of shame but foundations of her strength. Unlike many of her peers, Davis does not chase material excess. Her focus lies in meaningful storytelling and advocacy, particularly for underrepresented communities. She chooses roles that challenge stereotypes and elevate marginalized voices, making her work not just entertainment, but a form of activism. Beyond the screen, Davis is a passionate philanthropist, supporting initiatives that fight childhood hunger, promote education, and expand diversity in the arts. She consistently emphasizes that true success is not about personal gain but about lifting others as you climb. Forest Whitaker. Forest Whitaker, born on July 15, 1961, has carved out a legendary career with his profound, nuanced performances in films like The Last King of Scotland and Bird. Yet beyond his accolades, Whitaker's life is defined by a quiet humility and a deep commitment to humanitarian causes. Despite his global fame and success, he has chosen a path focused less on material wealth and more on building peace and empowering communities. Raised in a working-class family in Texas and California, Whitaker learned the value of perseverance and compassion early on. These principles have remained central to his life, even as he achieved international acclaim. Unlike many celebrities who embrace lavish lifestyles, Whitaker lives modestly, channeling his resources and influence into making a tangible difference in the world. Through his Whitaker Peace and Development Initiative, he works to support communities in conflict zones, focusing on education, leadership training, and conflict resolution for young people. His efforts in places like South Sudan and Mexico reflect a deep belief that true success is about service and lifting others, not personal extravagance. Whitaker's approach to both life and career is marked by seriousness, thoughtfulness, and unwavering dedication to his craft and humanitarian mission. His work off-screen is every bit as impactful as his celebrated performances, revealing a man driven by a higher purpose. Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg, born on November 13, 1955, is one of the few entertainers to achieve EGOT status, winning an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award. Yet, despite reaching heights few can dream of, Goldberg has consistently chosen a lifestyle grounded in simplicity and authenticity rather than wealth and glamour. Raised in a modest household in New York, Goldberg's early struggles instilled in her a deep appreciation for life's essentials. Even after skyrocketing to fame with The Color Purple and a string of successful projects, she resisted the lure of Hollywood excess. Rather than spending lavishly on sprawling mansions or fleets of luxury cars, Goldberg prioritizes work that reflects her passions: storytelling, activism, and fostering dialogue on social issues. Throughout her career, Goldberg has used her platform to champion marginalized voices and advocate for causes close to her heart, from LGBTQ+ rights to homelessness initiatives. She believes that fame should be used to make a difference, not as a badge of superiority. Her candid, often fearless approach to public life has made her one of the most respected figures in entertainment. Outside of the spotlight, Goldberg prefers a quiet, down-to-earth existence. She has often spoken about valuing peace, privacy, and meaningful relationships over material possessions. Her humility, humor, and relentless commitment to social change continue to define her legacy far more than any measure of wealth. Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali, born on February 16, 1974, has earned a place among Hollywood's finest, with 2 Academy Awards highlighting his extraordinary range and depth as an actor. Yet, despite reaching the pinnacle of success, Ali's life remains firmly rooted in spirituality, humility, and family, far removed from the trappings of celebrity excess. Raised in a modest household in California, Ali's journey was deeply shaped by his conversion to Islam during his early adulthood. His faith became the guiding force behind his life and career choices, influencing not only the roles he accepts but also how he navigates the pressures of fame. In a world that often rewards spectacle, Ali consistently chooses a quieter, more intentional path. He is known for turning down projects that conflict with his beliefs and for maintaining a strict separation between his public persona and private life. Rather than chasing luxury or indulging in Hollywood's lavish lifestyle, Ali focuses on his family, faith, and meaningful work. His home life is centered around his wife and daughter, where simplicity and peace are prioritized over wealth and status. Ali has also been vocal about the importance of representation and dignity in storytelling, using his influence to push for greater diversity and depth in Hollywood narratives. His performances, marked by emotional honesty and restraint, reflect his commitment to living truthfully both on and off the screen. Regina King. Regina King, born on January 15, 1971, has become one of Hollywood's most respected and versatile actresses. With a career spanning decades, she has captivated audiences with her powerful performances in both television and film, winning numerous accolades including an Academy Award. Yet, despite her extraordinary success, King has remained grounded, living a life centered around personal integrity and a commitment to meaningful work rather than the excesses of fame. Raised in Los Angeles, King began her acting career at a young age, quickly gaining recognition for her role in the hit series 227. However, as her career progressed, she chose to remain focused on roles that resonated with her core values, avoiding the Hollywood spotlight that often comes with fame. Instead, King has prioritized projects that challenge societal norms, address pressing issues, and offer deep emotional and cultural insights. Her approach to fame has always been one of balance. While many celebrities seek the glamour and luxury of stardom, King has preferred to focus on her craft and personal life. She has often spoken about the importance of staying connected to her roots and family, choosing a simpler, more private lifestyle over public appearances or extravagant purchases. King's dedication to social justice and activism further exemplifies her character. She uses her platform to speak out on important issues, such as police brutality and gender inequality, advocating for change with the same passion and courage she brings to her performances. Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe, born on December 1, 1985, has become one of the most innovative and boundary-pushing artists of her generation. Known for her genre-blending music, electrifying performances, and unique fashion choices, Monáe has consistently defied expectations in both her music and personal life. Despite her immense fame and success, Monáe has never allowed Hollywood's obsession with luxury or superficiality to shape her identity. Growing up in Kansas City, Monáe's early life was shaped by both the challenges and the rich cultural influences of her upbringing. She emerged from a working-class background, where she learned the importance of resilience, self-expression, and the power of embracing one's individuality. Rather than following conventional paths to fame, Monáe carved her own, making bold statements through her art that reflect her values of inclusivity, equality, and self-empowerment. In interviews, Monáe has expressed her commitment to living authentically, rejecting the pressures to conform to industry standards of beauty or success. Her identity, both as a black woman and as a queer artist, has always been a central part of her work, and she's used her platform to advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, racial justice, and social change. Her music, particularly albums like The Arcandroid and Dirty Computer, explores themes of identity, freedom, and rebellion against societal expectations. Monáe's refusal to succumb to Hollywood's materialistic ideals makes her a standout figure in the entertainment industry. She lives simply, focusing on her craft and her values, and prioritizes meaningful art over luxury. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes, born on July 31, 1962, became a household name in the 1990s thanks to his roles in iconic films like Blade and New Jack City. Despite his immense success as an actor and producer, Snipes' journey has been marked by both triumphs and personal challenges. In contrast to the flashy, materialistic lifestyle often associated with Hollywood stars, Snipes has chosen a path that values integrity, self-discipline, and personal growth. Raised in the Bronx, New York, Snipes came from humble beginnings, learning early on the importance of resilience and hard work. As he rose to fame, he didn't buy into the Hollywood excesses, preferring instead to focus on his craft and the well-being of his family. While many of his peers indulged in luxury living, Snipes maintained a relatively private, down-to-earth existence, despite his enormous wealth. Snipes' career was not without controversy. In the early 2000s, he faced legal battles, including a conviction for tax evasion, which led to prison time. However, he has since emerged from these struggles with a renewed focus on his career and personal life. Rather than letting his past mistakes define him, Snipes used his time in prison for self-reflection and personal development. This period of introspection allowed him to realign his values and emerge stronger, with a clearer sense of purpose. Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson, born on December 19, 1924, is a legendary actress whose remarkable career spans over 7 decades. Known for her powerful performances in films like Sounder and the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, Tyson became a trailblazer for black actresses in Hollywood, breaking down barriers and demanding dignity for black characters in the arts. Despite her unparalleled success and acclaim, Tyson always lived a life rooted in humility, staying true to her values rather than succumbing to the excesses often associated with fame. Raised in Harlem, New York, Tyson was instilled with the values of hard work, respect, and pride in one's identity. From the beginning of her career, she made deliberate choices to portray characters that reflected the dignity and strength of black people, always turning down roles that perpetuated negative stereotypes. In interviews, Tyson often emphasized how important it was for her to be a role model, not just an actress. She used her career as a platform to advocate for social justice and civil rights, becoming a beloved figure not just in Hollywood but also within the black community. Even as she received numerous prestigious awards, including an honorary Oscar in 2018, Tyson rejected the trappings of a lavish Hollywood lifestyle. She never sought the spotlight for personal gain but instead focused on living authentically, prioritizing her family, faith, and the causes she believed in. Her quiet, steadfast commitment to her craft and values has made her a symbol of grace, resilience, and timeless influence. Thank you for watching our video on these incredible stars who live life on their own terms. Which celebrity's story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence for more inspiring content. If you spot any inaccuracies, please comment below. We value your feedback and will continue to improve in future videos.